guys, it's Glenn from glenscarcollection.com, and today we're driving one of my favorite new cars, the M8 Competition Convertible. This is Marina Bay Blue, which you've also seen me review here at BMW of Tenafly. Special thanks for this car. They just gave us an M4 convertible as well. How do you know you bought the expensive one, the competition? Well, it says it right here. Now, these are 50th anniversary badges for BMW, so all cars made in 2022 can have that 50th anniversary badge. And it's beautiful. I love this diffuser here. Whoa, this is really nice. You got the dual exhaust, the 4 tailpipes, beautiful. Now this is an M5 color. I did an M5 in this very parking lot with BMW Tenafly. Our usual spot's under construction, so this is their pre-owned used car dealership. Of course, trucks are going by, and that's their regular showroom there, and you can see my M340i xDrive, which I bought from them in Portimao blue. So again, this is Marina Bay blue. This white interior is gorgeous. Hopefully it stays clean. And I think BMW's really upped their game here as far as interior goes. I used to think it was Audi and Mercedes had the best interiors, but on the 8 Series and the 7 Series, I think BMW has it. All right, so let's pop the hood. There's no secondary latch anymore, so you just do this twice. And then we'll get to see at the engine that powers this M car. It is a turbocharged V8, so you have on the M3, M4 turbocharged 6-cylinder. This is a turbocharged 8, 2 air intakes. Is it front mid-engine? Pretty much. Here's the line from the front axle, so it is pretty much a front mid-engine setup to give us as close to a 50-50 weight distribution as we could hope for. All right, so let's take a look at the inside again. Beautiful interior, and I think, does this have the neck warmer? I know the neck warmer we had on the M4 convertible. Comment below if it's on this car, because I don't see it in this spec here. All right, so what we're gonna do, we'll start it up, and unfortunately for this video, we're going to have to put the top up. It'll just be too windy of a day today. You got the Bowers and Wilkins stereo system, which is a nice option. You got all your mirror controls, your seat settings where they should be. These are the electronic nannies for lane keeping that we usually take off. I always take off. They drive me nuts. So let's start the car up. Ooh, listen to that sound. V8s are better than V6s. They are. All right, so now what we're going to do is very easy. Just do this button here to pull the top up. Now this, in the coupe form, 2.8 seconds to 60 some have tested. I think BMW claims low 3s, but we know the car magazines have gone with the competition about 2.8, 2.9 seconds. Okay, retractable top complete. Now it's very easy, and like the M4, the last generation M4 here, we could just drive and everything. We can just press it, and you just keep pressing down. There's no left or right here. So we can do the engine in sport, probably do sport plus. The chassis we'll keep in comfort, steering we'll put in sport, and brakes we're gonna keep in comfort. And you could do four-wheel drive sport, which we'll do, and then you can even do 2-wheel drive, but you have to take all the nannies off to do that. So, all right, well, it's just leaving us 4-wheel drive. Since this isn't my car, we'll leave it in there. And parking brake is right here, nice and easy. So you can really do the setup. You got a 360 camera here. You can really do all different things with it. This car has enough ride height, I think, that you don't have to worry about speed bumps too much, but we'll still be careful. All right. It just sounds so good. V8 just sounds so much better, you know? All right, and now we'll give it a whirl. We could drive in automatic mode, or where we have to shift it, just go to the left or right. To now we're in manual mode, so we're just pushing this shifter here to the right. Now this is a torque converter automatic, so we just drove the dual clutch M4, the F83, the last generation, with the small grills, and obviously that downshifted a lot more livelier because the dual clutch is rev matching all those things. We can dump it into second, and it is really a quick car. They have 2 of these cars, and I think they're the same color, and I believe they're both convertible competitions. One is slightly used and one is brand new. They always have a great selection of cars and great selection of colors at BMW Tenafly, and they gave me a great deal on my 2020 M340i xDrive, which leases up June 1st. So we're gonna have, ooh, nice Cayman 987 yellow. speed yellow, not racing yellow. So we're going to have to start thinking of what we want. If I could have any car, I would take this car. For my real estate business, I would need a 4-door and obviously an all-wheel drive to make sure I can get to my showings, because I do the whole state of New Jersey with commercial. It's not like residential where you specify in a couple towns. So my dream car would be the M8. I'd probably have to take the M8 Grand Coupe just so I have the 4-door, even though the headroom is kind of compromised. But I love this car. This would be my favorite car, money no object. My realistic car is probably a 2018 CPO M5, or maybe at some point the new M3. So first impressions, very comfortable. It doesn't feel as big as it is. This is actually a pretty large car for today's standards. It's the largest car that BMW makes. And it hides its weight well. Right in the turns, we just went through some tight turns where most cars would have terminal understeer. This car actually handles the road really well. There's a lot of adjustments here. You can save your M settings for sport, chassis, steering, engine response. You can save them all here. Have an M1 and an M2 setting. Maybe M1 is your sport, for example, and M2 is your sport plus in the rear drive option. Now we'll go on some tight turns here, so we'll see how the car responds to that. So far, so good. The ride is very comfortable. It's, a little stiffer than your, say, a regular 7 Series or something like that, because this is an M car, so you're going to have stiffer suspension, and that's why you have a lot less body roll. Now, in these cars, you get a 4-year, 50,000-mile warranty. I never kept a new car longer than 4 years. How about you? And also with these cars, I believe it's 3 years free maintenance. So it used to be 4 years. Now it's 3 years free maintenance. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think the maintenance is transferable to the second owner. I think it's just the first owner. Now this Nissan in front of us is way under the speed limit. You do have a really good heads-up display. If you have polarized sunglasses, you won't be able to see it. So it's the same as my M340iX drive. When I wear those sunglasses, I just look down here, easy enough. But I do like heads-up display. My 2002 Z06 had it, Corvette Z06, and I said, all cars should have a heads-up display, especially like if it's a stick shift with the RPMs. No stick is available here, but I really do like the stuff BMW is doing on the new M5 and M8s, that you can, we'll downshift to second here, that you can do a rear drive mode if you take all the nannies off. All right, so while we're behind this slow car, and I apologize, these are the kind of people that drive around during the day. So let's drive in automatic mode. So now the car is doing the shifted for us. We see we're going 37 miles an hour. We're already in 6th gear at 40, actually. 7th gear at 43. So trying to keep this car efficient as possible. Obviously, if you have a twin turbo V8, it's going to guzzle gas when you're into the turbos. So it's trying to keep us out of that. Also, you have a much heavier car. It's a big car, the 8 Series, and it also has a soft top convertible, which adds weight to the car. Now they've gone back to soft tops for the M8, the M4. Obviously it's lighter, so that'll help with gas mileage. The cars are so stiff now, I don't think they need the hardtop convertible. And people who buy convertibles, they've done surveys where they like the whole world to know they bought a convertible. So a hardtop convertible, you might have to look twice. Hey, is that a BMW hardtop convertible? With a soft top, everybody in the world knows you bought a convertible, even when the top's up. So the convertible buyers do like to see that. At least that's what they tell me. If you know differently, let me know in the comments below. While we're stuck behind this slow car, this is a great time to subscribe. Subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell. We got to get to 20,000 subscribers. The more subs we have, the better cars I'll get to review. The more press cars I'll get, the more dealers, the more expensive cars that we will all get. Something you can help with, just let the traffic go here. Cheap way to help me is obviously just like and comment on every video. It costs you no money, and it helps me go in the YouTube algorithm. All right, so again, very efficient acceleration in automatic mode. We were in 6th gear by the time we got to the speed limit. All right, so finally traffic has cleared. This car is just so powerful and sounds so good. We can't beat on it. It's a new car, so we got to keep the RPMs low. But it is you could just tell how fast it is and how much power you have under your right foot. Whoever buys this car is going to be one lucky person. I wish I were you. Downsides are probably gas mileage and price. These are very expensive cars. We've tested competition convertibles anywhere from the 150 to 180 range. Coupes maybe 20 to 30,000 less than that. I think maybe the coupes are in the 140s. Competition, I wouldn't be surprised if you're hitting the 160, 165. But if you have the money, well worth it. I'm sure you would probably lease a car like this. If you want the latest and best technology, you probably want a new car every few years. But I wouldn't mind having one of these and holding on to it for a very long time. It's a great highway car. It's got a long enough wheelbase that it's very easy to pass slower traffic or get around them. 0 to 60 time, again, for the coupe competition, I know Motor Week Car and Driver, they've hit like 2.829. I think BMW claims a low 3. I would assume a couple tenths of a second slower for this, being the convertible. You can hear that rumble from the V8. They've done a good job with this as far as noise goes. My biggest complaint with turbocharged motors is obviously they sound like a vacuum cleaner. They have little, if any, sound at all, or certainly the sound they have is not good sound. All right, now we'll take it some twisties. And so far I've been very impressed with the way it hides its weight. Now with the engine in Sport Plus, whoops, let's go back. There's a Fiata, which is the Fiat version of the Miata. All right, so now we're driving in automatic mode. It's going to be, again, very efficient. It's got us in 6th gear at 34 miles an hour. Now, if you get into the turbos, this V8's going to be thirsty. They're certainly a lot more efficient than my E90 M3 with its high revving, naturally aspirated 4-liter V8. So technology has certainly come a long way. All right, so I think we're going to be in slow traffic the rest of the way. So thanks for watching the video. Special thanks for BMW Tenafly. Check out their website. I got my M340 from them. They gave me a great deal. They'll give you a great deal too. They have a lot of enthusiast cars. They try to have as many M4, M3s, and M8s as possible. You could even order a new M4, M3 with them at MSRP. They never charge over sticker. There's probably a year wait because they don't charge over sticker, but to me, it's worth the wait. And if you're watching this video this long, you should like, share, and subscribe. 2 things that are always free to do is liking and leaving a comment. Let me know what you want me to review next. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.